Live from an obscure area somewhere in Northern California, this is Mrs. Miller's Math Show, with your host and engineer technician turned public servant for education from Cuckoo Cachoo, California, Mrs. Miller, and the co-host, a public servant for education assistant from Slobodan, Nebraska, Crystal. Now here's your host, Mrs. Miller.
Here we are today. Let's give another round of applause for our lovely introductory guy. Okay. So we just went through. What's the matter? I'm orange again. I know it's an optical illusion. Because there's blue back here, I look bright yellow or orange, apparently.
Or we can just be all Oompa Loompas.
Or all... Okay, so we are moving on. For our audience at home, I just told everybody that the average on the test that they just took was a B, an 84. Give yourselves a round of applause for that again. Yay, that's awesome. And today we're moving on to one of your favorite topics. Are you all ready for what one of your favorite topics is?
Yes. Yeah.
It is graphing. Yay! We are doing graphing today. Although I will say this, we are starting out super easy, okay? If you all can tell me numbers that are greater than or less than certain numbers, then you should be good to go for today. So let's do a really quick review. An ordered pair or ordered pairs, x, comma, y. That's about the extent of it. So who can tell me x and y represent distances that you either go left and right or up and down? So can somebody remind me what x is as far as which way you go? Tyler?
For x, you go left and right.
Good. So it's the distance that you go left and right in a graph. Okay, so then that would mean that y, Cole, is what?
Down.
Up and down. Perfect. Give those two a round of applause. Okay. Give yourselves a round of applause if you are awake and breathing out there.
I'm only breathing.
Okay. Give yourselves a round of applause if you are breathing. That better be all of us. Because if you were not, then you would not be here and alive.
Or coughing.
Okay. Crystal's got her sign. She's manning the sign. Okay, good. Next, let's go through the term relation. Whoops. I just realized you couldn't see that entirely. Okay, a relation. All a relation is a set or a group of ordered pairs. A set or a group of ordered pairs. Okay. Number 3. Let's do number 3 and 4 together because they kind of go together. Domain and range. So if I say the word domain, clap if that rings some sort of a bell in your head. You might not know what that bell is. Clap if it rings some sort of a bell. Clap if you have heard the word before. Okay. How about range? Clap if you've heard the word range before. Okay, good. So we have two choices. The domain is either the x coordinates or the y coordinates. So clap if you think that the domain is the x coordinates. Okay, clap if you think the domain is the y coordinates. We had 4 people total for both of those. There are like 25 of us in this class, and 4 people total amongst both of those clapped. Okay, let's try this again. Are you all ready? So you have the choice of x or y. Domain represents either x or y, and range represents either x or y. So get an idea in your head what you think it is. Okay? So, domain, is that x or y? Should you yell it out? X or y? We have a torn audience, folks. Okay. Range. What is range? Range represents... Okay, here we go. I will put this dilemma to rest. The domain is the x-coordinates. All right. Yes, round of applause for those people who guessed x. Okay, next. You guys gonna answer this now? If the domain is the x-coordinates, that means the range is what?
Y.
That's good. Okay, coordinates. I always wake up during this class. Okay.
We're so entertaining.
You are. You're so entertaining. I was telling all of your parents at back to school night that I have fallen in love with third period this year.
Life is so special.
Isn't that nice? Okay. And last year it was more than. Okay. Set builder notation. This is the last key term, and then you guys are going to love how easy our homework is. So easy that it's scary. Scary because whenever it's so easy, everybody decides it should be way more complicated, and they overcomplicate. Set builder notation. So mathematicians sometimes have this really not attractive habit of making a bunch of fancy symbols and complicated ways of doing things. Set builder notation is one of those. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. You have a curly bracket, and then you've got a bunch of stuff inside of that. So the stuff we're going to put in there is x, then a vertical line, then x, then the greater than symbol, and then a 5, and then another curly bracket. Okay. Clap if you feel that that looks complicated and you don't want to do today. So for our viewers at home, that was almost everybody. Okay. But I will show you, I proved to you, this is going to be super easy. So the way that we read something like this is x, this vertical line just means such that, and then this whole thing, x is greater than 5. Okay, so what we're going to do, these are rules that we want to follow within a certain set of ordered pairs, or a certain relation, greater than 5. I'm sure you all can see that still. Okay, so that's how we would say that. X such a, so sometimes it's a colon, sometimes it's a vertical line, but that's the deal. Okay, can I move this? Yeah. Cole, what's up? You'll see. Yeah, this is just, yeah, I should have put a general rule. You'll see. Also, and I actually should have said this before. As long as I'm not talking and we're not going through something directly, the more vocal you guys are, the better on here. FYI, okay? So, let's have a round of applause. We can be really loud. Okay. All right, here we go. List the domain and range. Domain and range. These are examples now. Yes. Domain and range. Okay, so I want you guys to refer back to your notes for this, the ones that we just took. So remember, what we have here is we have a relation. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. The first relation has the coordinates a, 1 and b, 2. And all we are being asked to do here is identify the domain and the range. So the domain and the range. All right. So remember, let me let you guys write this down, and then I will do a little refresher here. We're gonna do 2 more examples after this one that are exactly like this with different numbers, and I'm gonna ask for some contestants. Then we only have 1 more concept. Super easy. Okay, so if we look back at the notes that we just took, remember that the domain represents the, which ones? The x coordinates, right? Domain is x, range is y. So can somebody tell me, and x comes first in the parentheses, can somebody tell me what they think the domain would be in this? Alyssa.
A and B.
Give her a round of applause. A and B. Nicely done. Don't overcomplicate, you guys. How about the range? What is the range? Tyler?
1 and 2.
Excellent. Give Tyler a round of applause.
Yeah.
That's better. Okay. Are there questions? You see what I mean? So easy, it's scary. I'm afraid you guys are going to way overcomplicate it. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 2 more problems up. We're going to take a short break, and then we will come back and we'll have our first 2 contestants. All right, so the second problem is 3, 4. We're doing the same thing. We're listing the domain and the range. 3, 4. So this one we only have 1 coordinate, and that's okay. Range. I'm going to let someone come in and fill these in. And the third one is 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and again, so let's list this, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, whoops, that's a 1, 3. Okay, so we will be back in just a little bit. Everybody send us off to break.
Yeah, great.
Well, you should try some dringles. Oh, wow.
All right, we are back. Our first contestant. Everybody give Cole a round of applause. Come on up, Cole. And actually, I'm going to have Alyssa come up right after him so we can do all right at the same time. So, all right, everybody cheer Cole on. Oops.
Yeah,
All right, give Cole a round of applause. Yay, good job, Cole. Right, and we have Alyssa. Give Alyssa one more round of applause. Yay. All right, give Alyssa a round of applause. Yay. Thank you, Alyssa. That was so fast. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I hope that everybody heard that. Everybody kept singing. Oh, we were supposed to do this. Okay, clap if you are sick today. And I'm going to clap too. I'm sick. This is it's like working in a petri dish. Okay. Oops, did you guys need that? Everybody done with the last one? Cool. Last thing. So here's one of those complicated ones that's actually super easy because mathematicians are really awesome like that. Okay, use the set C. Use the set C where C equals a bunch of numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. Whoops, and 15. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. So use the set C where C equals 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. I know, looks not fun, but I promise you it's super easy. Find the set, let's see, indicated by each of the following. You guys want to hear a gross story?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you'll tell me after I tell it. Okay, here we go. So, I knew I was getting sick on Friday. I started to kind of go downhill. You know how you feel when you're getting sick, right? There's that feeling like the back of your throat starts to feel bad. You might be plugged up. Okay, so then on Saturday, I reached down to get something off of the ground. And as I reached down, it was like a faucet. All over the ground out of my nose. Isn't that gnarly? Talk about gnarly. Let's have a round of applause for how gross that is. Yay. Now, since then, you all will be very happy to know it's drying up. It's just now.
Yeah.
Just do not bend down.
Just do not bend down. No. I am happy to say that I can bend over now and there is no leaky faucet happening. That is a great thing.
Really
You just left it on the floor, just like Patriot take its corpse.
I did not, because I have a daughter who is very curious about things on the ground these days. Yeah, we can just stop the conversation right there. All right, here we go. So so on a scale of 1 to 10, you guys tell me how gross was that?
That was 10 million.
A 5?
10.
Okay. All right, here we go. A 1. Okay. All right, so here we go. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to write. Let's write the first one up here to start out with, and then we'll go through and do the rest of them. I know it doesn't. Okay. Oh, here's the trick to drawing the curly brackets. Everybody draw an S. So practice the curly brackets. You draw an S, and then you do a backwards S. So you keep your point here and try and think about a backwards S. That's a curly bracket.
Draw a mustache.
And then the other one. Oh, a sideways mustache. Yeah, it is kind of like. So let's see, sideways like this, right?
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Okay, and the other one, so the other side, you start with the backwards S first, and then you do the forwards S below it. Curly brackets. But I've had plenty of students in the past who have just done that, and that's fine. 3 little squiggles, same thing, curly brackets. Okay.
I just draw 3 in a line.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Okay, here's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to put 3 problems up here. We're going to actually copy what the rule is that we're following. Copy the rule that we're following and the set itself. And you'll see why when we go through this, okay? So, the second one, X, such that 3 is less than x is less than 14. All right, so x such that 3 is less than x is less than 14. Again, I do want you guys to copy down this C equals thing on every one of these because you're going to use it as a reference. So when you look back at it, you know what you did. Otherwise, you might be kind of lost. And we don't want that. Let's move this up a teeny bit. Okay, last one. So last two I'm going to ask for contestants on. First one we'll go through together. X, whoops, I did the such that first. X such that x is greater than 12 or x is less than 6. Okay, so again, x such that x is greater than 12 or x is less than 6. And again, same set that we have in all the other ones. We're using this set of numbers to do whatever the rule is we're being asked to do, 13, 15. Okay. Does everybody have that down on their paper? Almost? Okay. Here we go. Let's look at the first one. All this is saying, check out how easy this is. All this is saying is, within this set of numbers, pick out all of the numbers that are greater than 5. X is greater than 5. So, shout out the numbers in this list that are greater than 5 right now.
7, 9, 11, 13, 15.
That is your answer. 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. The end. Let's have a round of applause for the level of ease that that is. All right. Okay. So I'm going to ask for 2 contestants. One to do, this is saying, you guys tell me, what do you think this is saying? Less than 14 and what at the same time? Greater than 3. Okay, this last one, numbers that are bigger than 12 or smaller than 6. All right, I'm going to pause it. We'll come back. Last contestants and then a homework. Let's everybody give a round of applause for our first contestant, Tyler. Tyler. Okay, how about everybody give Tyler a round of applause? Oh. Go ahead, Tyler. All right, clap if you agree with Tyler. Okay, so for our folks at home, he said 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Remember what this means is numbers that are less than 14 and greater than 3. So greater than 3 would be 5, 7, 9, 11, and less than 14, 13. Excellent. Okay, next contestant. Everybody give it up for Shuggy. Woo! Woo! All right, let me move that up. Let's weight that down. There you go.
Am I yellow? Oh my god.
All right, Shuggy, go for it.
So we need the numbers. Talk to 1, 2, 3. Because if we didn't have math, they could charge us hidden fees on our cell phone bills and even on our taxes. All we got.
All right, clap if you agree with Shuggy. 1, 3, 5, 13, 15.
I'm just counting down. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. We can hear it on.
Okay, so do we have any questions? So this one again is numbers that are greater than 12 or less than 6. Any questions on any of this? Okay, yes. You actually list them out. Yeah, write a list of numbers. Any other questions? Okay, where are we? Thumbs up was easy. Halfway, it was kind of medium, and then down, it was hard. Show me where we are, and I will give a narrative to our viewers at home who can't see all of you. So, most of the people have thumbs up. We have a couple halfway. All right, everybody send us off. Forgot to put the homework up. Here is the homework. It is homework number 12. It is page 109. Numbers 13 to 23 odd and 35 to 43 odd. All right, so everybody go ahead and get going on that.